I feel like I've managed to somehow anger Alistair on the way up the tower. Because he's just stood over there, not doing anything, his back towards us. Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? I know your helmet looks worse than mine, but you know, cheer up. It's not all bad. Anyway, welcome to part 7 of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. Last episode, we managed to make our way up the Tower of Ishal. It was somehow easier than crossing the bridge to get over here. I think I crashed about 3 times before it finally started working. But yeah, we made our way up with Alistair and the Circle Mage and the Tower Guard, who was somehow the MVP of the episode. And I look forward to continuing the journey with this amazing man. In fact, he can have the honour of lighting the beacon. Let us go. Ooh, it felt like the game didn't like that. It went a bit blink, blink, blink.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Wait, you're supposed to run in and attack. You're supposed to help them.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
She didn't really yell at that hard. I mean, yeah, all of them heard, like all the way back there. I mean, eventually they'd work it out with everybody else in front of them moving. But I wouldn't have thought they'd come all at once. I mean, he wanted the king to, like, not fight, didn't he? Or did he just not want him to fight with Grey Wardens? Oh, that's an ogre. They're bad news. Oh, go Duncan! Come on, if the Tower Guard can do it, so can you. Oh. Just, you know, walk it off. Oh, that eye was a bit... Did Duncan die thinking that they could still be helped? Oh! And I'm dead. I guess it really is the Tower Guard story. I didn't see him die. We shall call him Franklin.
Ah. Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Oh, I remember you. The girl from the wilds. I won't call her a girl. She's a woman.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
She rescued me? You mean from the tower? Or I remember being overwhelmed by the Darkspawn. Yeah, I remember being overwhelmed by the Darkspawn, but not much after that.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Oh no. My friend? You mean Alistair? But what about Franklin? What about the Circle Mage? You mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before.
Yep.
Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries severe? I remember getting shot by at least one arrow.
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
And what about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends. Why did your mother want to see me? No. I'll find that out in a minute. I will thank you for helping me, Morrigan. Because you mentioned that I didn't, so thank you.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
Oh, I can still ask. So why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely
Yeah.
tells me her plans.
Then I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
Whoa. That was a quick change. I am just the perfect eye level for no reason in particular. I keep looking and then looking away, looking and looking away. I'm very shy. What's in here?
Yes.
I don't think that's even useful for me, but I will take that shield. Thank you. That one is locked. A key is required. Do you have the key? Oh dear. Let us leave the hut.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
So did I for a second. If I want to thank Morrigan's mother, I'll do it to Morrigan's mother. Especially when she's right next to us. So, I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. Or, it takes more than a few Darkspawn to kill me. Let's be a bit more serious than that. You know, because all of his friends have been killed. So, I appreciate your concern, Alistair.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if
See,
I am not
don't
present,
talk
lad.
about her.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
It's all interesting, but it's not really the time to ask about the Flemeth herself. But I would be interested to know, why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens
that's
die
point.
at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark
Although somebody
spawns.
else could.
It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Yeah, the Grey Ones are no more. Let someone else do it.
Of course. Someone else will realize what needs to be done
Yeah.
and act in time and with sufficient sense to solve the problem. No need for you.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would
I
Loghain do
don't think the
this?
battle was going
Now
that well,
that is a good
Alistair.
question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted
You know,
creature.
even if he
Perhaps
had
he believes
rushed
the
in,
Blight is an army he can outmaneuver.
I
Perhaps he does
sincerely
not see that
doubt
the
he would
evil
have been able to
behind
get
it
there
is the
fast
true
enough.
threat.
The archdemon.
I doubt he would have gotten there fast enough to save either Kaelin or Duncan. But I guess we will never know, really. Alistair's a real Grey Warden here, not me. I mean, he's got 6 months on us. That is not much. Will you help us fight this fight, Flameth? What is this archdemon exactly? It's a dragon, right?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Then we need to find this archdemon, because killing it ends the blight, I believe.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Al Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Al Eamon? Was he not at the battle? Well, I wouldn't know who this human lord is, so is he someone important? Actually, you think the owl would believe us over the turn? That is a good question. Let us ask it.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men.
I suppose.
And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
That's really not... I suppose is the answer to my question. That could very, very, very easily turn into a no. Yeah, keep in mind that Loghain was also an honourable man. Well, I don't know whether he was actually an honourable man. Everybody had good things to say about him. Yeah.
The Owl would never do what Tan Loghain did. I know him too well.
Yeah, but
I
he
still
might not
don't
believe
know
us,
if Al
Alistair.
Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Then there's nothing we can do. So surely there are other allies we could call on?
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us
places.
during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
I doubt it will be as easy as that. Let's not kick him while he's down. He's sort of dragging himself back up. As long as there's some profit to it. Well, end of the blight is profit enough. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know. Let's not kick him, but why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be. Yes, thank you for everything, Flameth. We've got to be polite. We have to thank her for saving our lives. We're going, old woman, don't push us. Yes, thank you for everything, Plymouth.
No, no, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
Ooh, do we get some of
The
that
stew is
food?
bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we
Stew.
have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I would love to have her join us, but thank you. But if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us, then we're not going to force her.
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
I don't want to say very well we're taking her with us, because I am actually excited to bring Morrigan with us, because mages were very fun. That circle mage was cool. And she better be as useful as you say. That's a weird thing to say. She followed us through the woods and none of us had any idea. So, was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn.
No pressure.
They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
Understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
We don't need her help. And I can't promise that she won't come to harm with us, so I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you think your mind. You speak your mind, even.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Oh, get over yourself, Alistair. Not really, no. We need all the help we can get. As Plymouth pointed out, it was the two of us that have to raise an army. I don't think the two of us are capable.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Do we have any questions? I think we've got time for some questions now, so let me ask. I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Plymouth's daughter? Let me ask that in front of Plymouth. Have you never been outside the wilds? That is an important question.
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Oh. Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lutheran? I assume we need to get supplies and stuff like that.
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
Do I sense Darkspawn? Usually it's him saying, they're incoming.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
That makes sense. So I am very interested in this question, are you really Flemeth's daughter? But I am also very aware that Flemeth is still outside, still probably about 5 feet away from us and probably staring at us intently. So what skills do you have exactly? I know you're a mage, but what can you do?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Okay, I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire.
She's like
I would hate
5
to return
feet
to
away
a
from us.
burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Ooh. We've got Alistair plus... is that 4 or 6? And Mulligan plus 7. She likes some of the things we said. Got a lot of things here. I see our codex has been updated, so let's see what it says. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff. Flemeth, you are required to do nothing. Least of all, believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conabar took a wife, a beautiful woman who harboured a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever, and for a time they lived happily, until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chassan tribes for help, and hid from Conabar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Conabar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conabar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon the spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conabar and all his men, and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chesend to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korcari witches led an army of Chesend from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now the wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. I wish I had known that story before I said Morrigan could join us, because if that's even slightly true, that's a bit, ooh. Monstrous daughters. I mean, Morrigan seems nice enough. King Kaelin. I'd hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. I'm not sure if I've read this one, but son of the legendary King Marek Thérin, Kaelin was the first Felden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he held the throne alongside his queen Nora. He fell in battle alongside Duncan at Ostagar. Ser Cothrien. Some of us know what honour and loyalty are. Cothrien came to Logain's services the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing the work on a farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than the great hero Logain. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in, offering her a position with his soldiers, and she climbed through the ranks through sheer determination, becoming the commander of Marek's shield. Logain's elite soldiers was the proudest moment of her life. And then Duncan, just a little addendum at the bottom. He was killed in battle against overwhelming numbers of Darkspawn at Ostagar, alongside King Kaelin. Al Eamon Guerin. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. Well, if that's a quote he said, that's a pretty cool quote. As the maternal uncle of King Kaelin, Al Eamon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Felden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Orlais, as well as the major trade routes within Orzammar. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Kaelin once said of him, "My uncle Eamon is a man everyone thinks well of, when they remember to think of him at all." Oh, that's a little bit of a burn. So Logan McTeer. So, during the battle at Ostagar, he fled the field, leaving King Kaelin and the Grey Wardens to die. Then Morrigan. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, the Morrigan might well be a very powerful witch, for the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment, Flemeth said, for saving their lives at the Tower of Ishal. Okay, so we are heading. Oh, we've got a few here. So we've got the Isle of Redcliffe. Seek out Al Eamon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Eamon Guerin, the Isle of Redcliffe. Our Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Loghain's betrayal. On the other hand, Sylvi is a little bit more distrustful. Paragon of her kind. Oh, I see Orzammar. Gain Orzammar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzammar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your army. Well, Sylvi would definitely want to go back to Orzammar to at least see her sister, especially now she knows that it's definitely a Blight. But I can see it being very difficult to get the trust of the king and dwarven troops, with her being classless. So gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honour the Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight. And then the mages. Gather the mages of the Circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Callanhead. And then, yep. But first things first, we're heading to Lothering. So, does she have anything to say?
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
I fancy some stew. Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Yeah, what we do once we're gone? I mean, the Darkspawn are going to ravage this place.
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable between this relationship. Yeah, do you have any advice? We've got a lot of places to go. Would you say who we should go first to?
About the Darkspawn?
About anything, really.
Then hear this. I laugh at a world full of stupid humans who ignore the Blight's evil and abandon their vigilance to chase mortal goals. Remember, it is up to you to destroy the Blight. Pray not for someone else to destroy it. It will always nip at your heels.
Why do I think she means me specifically and not the Grey Wardens in general? Can I ask about your magic? I'm a little interested. Magic is weird to me. Weird to Sylvi.
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Are you sure they didn't just die from horror? You don't seem very happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough.
Yep.
You have your task to complete.
Yep, I have no more questions.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
I guess we're just really not getting that stew then. Okay. Okay. Let us leave the wilds. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes. Ooh, okay, so we are here. So we're heading north to Luthering. Let me get it out. There we go. Oh dear. Are we fighting? Did they say how long we were
And I expect
asleep?
each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and
He's made it all the
quickly.
way up there.
There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Why is he the only guy wearing armor? Everybody's wearing fancy clothes. Well, he's wearing
Everything
armor
I
as well, I
have
guess.
done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have
He's
not
had an
shirked my
upgrade.
duty to the throne, and neither will any of you.
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Oh! What a shot! She reacted like he'd actually hit her, and she was like, "Oh, Alistair! Oh, there's a puppy." That helmet's really growing on me, you know. Oh. Oh, what a rude so-and-so. Oh, let me... There we go. Let me have a look, see... Do we have a... No, I've used that.
I sense some Darkspawn.
Yeah, you are sensing Darkspawn. What a thing to say. I know you were like upset that... Yeah, I need to go back to somebody else first. I feel like I'm the only one hitting him, so nothing's happening. There we go. Oh, I don't know who did that. Not the puppy. Holy crap. I didn't realise I was that close to death. I was too busy fighting. Oh, that was close.
All right.
Wags his tail and happily pants. Oh. Those Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I don't like any of those responses. I want a dog. I don't care of the responsibility. And Alistair can't have him. I've not always wanted a dog like this, though. But maybe it's meant to be, 'cause I saved him and he saved us. And he barks happily. Ooh, name. Well, let me have a think. In memory of the Tower Guard, we shall name this Mabari Franklin. Because we have a new hero, and he's a puppy dog. New Codex Franklin. The Mabari is clever enough to speak and wise enough to know not to. Sylvi found this Mabari in the camp at Ostagar. His master was killed in the wilds and Franklin fell ill from biting the Darkspawn in battle. Franklin seems to have chosen Sylvi as his new master now, seeking Sylvi out after the battle at Ostagar and warning of an impending Darkspawn attack. Yeah, Sylvi was trying to say, I sensed the Darkspawn, as she was running up to them. Queen Honora. We have been given the gift of freedom by our forebearers. Let us not squander it. The only child of the war hero Lagain MacTair, Honora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. It is common knowledge that in the 5 years Honora and Kaelin held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Selene of Orlais to declare Honora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. Then Logan MacTair. So after he fled the battle, he then returned to Denerim and declared himself the regent to his daughter Queen Honora, demanding that Ferelden follow him against the Darkspawn, upsetting a great many of the bands. Why does she need a regent? She did not look underage. Van Tegan Gurin. So the Benorum will not bow to you simply because you demand it. Younger brother to Arl Eamon of Redcliffe and uncle to King Kaelin. Tegan holds the Benorum of Rainsphere, a tiny province of Redcliffe squeezed between the Frostback Mountains and Lake Calenhad. Van Tegan avoids the Denerim court except to go hunting with his nephew, and rarely makes himself heard at the Landsmeet, preferring to leave the politics to his brother. And there's control one. Party approval. Right. We're all good. Let me go get that deep root I saw in the cutscene. Death root even. Is there anything there? Nope. Let me get the elf root. And then let's move on. Get to Lothering. And here we are, we've made it to Lothering.
Wake
No
up,
more
gentlemen.
distractions.
More travelers to attend to.
Although
Led
Puppy
by
Dog
a
was
dwarf,
cute.
oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
We just talk at a normal voice right at them. Now I am not going to be paying them 10 silvers. That is extravagant. Sylvi's knows all about like tolls, but nobody has ever dared ask for 10 silvers down where she came from. So let's try and get them to stand aside, because somehow I think we can fight them. So you should listen to your friend. We're not refugees. And there's just the dead body to the side. That's a bit scary.
What did I tell you?
Or intimidating.
No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies
We
to
all
everyone,
look
Henry.
armed.
That's why it's a toll.
Except
and
maybe
not, say,
Mulligan.
refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Uh-huh. So you're toll collectors then, huh?
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear
Oh
that.
shoot, I
We
didn't
have
mean to
rules,
do that.
You know?
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Never mind, I didn't believe them anyway when they said that. So we'll just skip the conversation and be direct. Now, should I try and intimidate them? I don't want to just keep using my name, you know. Oh, I'm a Grey Warden, you don't want to fight me. But then again, these guys don't look that smart. So it would probably be simpler. So, do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Wait, what?
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on
Did
anyone
he
who
now?
found.
But
Well, he's
are
gone
them
from an
Grey
honourable
Wardens
man to
good?
a
I mean, really good.
cave tick.
Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Now, actually, let's add bandit slaying to the list. Now, to be honest, I personally would go for that because they're just taking advantage of people, but you know, Sylvi's from Dusttown. That's what you do in Dusttown. That's how most people make a living. Or at least that's how she made a living. So she'd probably let them get away with it, at least for now. Especially seeing as they're letting her go. And she wouldn't, like, try and make them give them a donation. We've got gold. We've got more gold than she's probably handled in her entire life. So, you are too kind, with immense sarcasm.
Yes. Well, move along then. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering.
Thank you. I will try. Ooh, a codex. An area unlocked, Lothering. New quests. Bandits on the road. Deal with the bandits taking advantage of travellers. Bandits have set up a barricade on the road to Lothering. They are robbing innocent travellers by forcing them to pay a toll. You revealed that you are a Grey Warden and they let you go, afraid to cross you. Then the Blight, we've got the Lothering one. Rest and resupply. So what do I need to do? I need to go through it, I guess, but there's no specific thing that I need to do. Now, will they get angry if I loot their corpse? What do you guys think? Oh, codex. Oops. Level. Oh, I leveled up. Let me have a look. See. Let's go with 1 strength, 1 dexterity, and 1 cunning. Hey, and I get a skill, so let's go for improved combat training. Next, and now I've got most of the level 2s, yep. Why can't I go for that? Oh, I need 18 dexterity. Remind me next time to actually do some dexterity. Get me up to like 18 maybe. So dual weapon finesse. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand, gaining bonuses to attack and defense. That could be useful. Indomitable. Through sheer force of will, the character remains in control of the battlefield, gaining a slight increase to damage while being immune to stun and knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. I could see that being useful, because there have been a few occasions where Sylvi's been knocked down and she won't want to keep getting knocked down. The character is as adept at destruction as at death and gains a large damage bonus against golems and other constructs. Not really faced any of them, so I will go for the Indomitable. I will also go for the dual weapon finesse, because it's passive anyway, so why not? Dual striking. We'll go for threaten, because I like drawing them away from other allies to me. And then I will go for dual striking. So play. Let me move some of these around. At the moment I want to be two-handed. So let me loot him.
Yes.
Okay, so they didn't do anything when I did that. Quest updated. You found the body of a Templar slain by bandits. His corpse has been picked clean of everything else save a note and a locket. Perhaps the locket will mean something to someone back in Lothering. And I will go read the note. A note from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found Brother Genitivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genitivi holds the key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe now I know where Brother Genitivi lies. I have been to his home in Denerim and found the trail, and I am amazed that the other knights have not done likewise, unless they have. No, it is best not to get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. A note from Sir Henrik of Redcliffe. And this controls the world map. Don't need to read that. But we've got one here about Lothering itself. In ancient times, Lothering was little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Ostagar to the south. Nowadays it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Orzammar. Its location on the North Road gives it strategic value, so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Bannorn and the South Reach Arling. King Callan had himself stepped in and awarded the town to the South Reach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it, from In the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. So let us go on. Oh, actually, can I talk to these guys? No.
So you're a Grey Warden? Dangerous for you to be out in the open, no?
So you said something about Loghain saying that we killed the king. Do you have any information about it?
Back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you wardens.
I've changed my mind. I'm cleaning you out. No, I want some questions answered.
About what? We're just, greeting travellers.
Actually, it's more refugees here.
Yes, fine. Life's hard all over. Nothing of concern to you Grey Wardens.
Yeah, but you said something about the Grey Wardens killing the king. I'd like more information about that. I mean, what would I be walking into in Lothering?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. got him and themselves killed. Turn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty
Yeah,
on Grey
that's the
Wardens.
first thing you should be doing, dealing with the Grey Wardens and not, say, the Darkspawn. Whatever, I'm leaving.
Well, enjoy whatever you're doing. Until the Darkspawn come and kill everyone.
Yeah. See, even he knows about the Darkspawn. But Tin Loghain is like, let me kill all the Grey Wardens. Oh, great.
Ha!
Trap trigger and some silver. Oh. Okay, you didn't like that, but you didn't mind me just...
Going.
As you wish.
Run where you can.
Get in here, Alistair. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was
All right,
Victorious
we
again.
surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Uh-huh. Then you picked the wrong target. Yeah, this shoddy operation is pathetic. I could do better. But, you know, we're trying to do better also. As in, being a good guy. So you picked the wrong target.
Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry.
Now you die. That's all you deserve. I've already asked him about questions. I don't know if I'd turn them into the authorities. Because I don't trust the guards. The guards down in Orzammar were very corrupt. So do I say... I don't want to outright kill him though. Yeah, I'm turning you into the authorities. But then again, they would... Oh, this is confusing. Maybe I shouldn't have said that I was a Grey Warden. No, I'm a good person. I want to be a good person, so... I never killed anybody I didn't have to, so I'm turning you into the authorities.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Then start running and don't come back.
Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
And one of them has already turned to bones. Oh dear. Let me pick the other one. All this for about 4 trap triggers and fire arrows. Okay. Right, so there's Lothering.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair. Or should I just... No, I'm a bit worried about you, and you have been very quiet.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Oh, yeah. We should try and use those treaties, I assume.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens? We know that the Grey Wardens of Olay are coming, but how are we going to meet up with them?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Still. What do you think we should do, Morrigan? What's your choice on this?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
What I
Yes,
wouldn't
he certainly
wish.
wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
So then we need to find these people then.
I can give you directions if you like.
Where do we find our Lehman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Right, so where will we find the Dalish elves? It just said forests.
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Right, and where do we find the Circle of Magi? They said Lake Calenhad, but that's where?
That will be at their tower on Lake Calenhad to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Weren't you a Templar for them? So, and where would Loghain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Of course. And I've been exiled from Orzammar. I can't exactly go back there.
You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Yeah.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
So how do we get to Orzammar from here exactly?
You don't know where Orzammar is?
She doesn't know how to find it on the surface, fool. She has never been here before.
If you follow the west road
Thank you,
around
Morrigan.
Calenhad Lake into the mountains through Gerland's Pass, from there I expect you'd know the way.
I just, I try and be nice to him, but sometimes he says some things that are just like, why would you say that? I don't need any more directions, because I've got none to ask about.
Then you have a plan.
Oh, why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
It's not necessarily that I don't want to go to Arleman, it's that maybe we shouldn't go there first. Alright, let's get going then.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Thank you, but that is where we're going to leave it for today. We've left Ostagar, the Korcari Wilds, behind. We picked up 2 new travelling companions. That being said, can we give Morrigan some of these robes? Because you stand out a bit, Morrigan. Oh, that's not much better. That's not much better. Okay. Let's at least wear something that looks like Morrigan. Oh, let me look at these helmets. Yeah, you get to join the silly hat club. You look beautiful. Oh. Equip. There we go. Lovely. Love it. Love it. Then again, there's another one here. Oh, that's lesser. I didn't give him that. Let me give you that then. That's slightly better. And there's a ring that is just a ring. And let me look at... Oh, Franklin, hey baby. Hey cutie. Is that any better than... Gives a bit more stuff to it, so let me give her that. Right, no more distractions. That is enough for now. The four of us will continue in the next episode. We'll explore Lothering and we'll maybe find out where we have to go next. So I'll see you guys in the next episode then. Bye.